Hello traders, welcome back to another small account challenge recap. I apologize for sounding a little congested. I managed to catch a cold, but I wanted to make sure I still got this recap out for you guys. I don't know how many of you are looking forward to it, but for those that are, here it is. So today I broke my rules. I did something that I know I shouldn't ever do, but I guess I felt a little overconfident on Fridays. Fridays and Mondays are typically always my worst days. Yet to figure out why, but today definitely lived up to that reputation of how I've performed in the past. So one of my rules is simply to not trade midday. You start sitting around, you get bored, volume drops, and then you start seeing some what looks like lucrative plays. When in reality they actually aren't. So I got a little too discretionary today and didn't follow my plans, and I got burned for it. You see, we're at negative 88. Granted, that was quite a few trades. I think that was about 6 trades overall. So I did keep my losses really small in each trade, except for NNVC up here, which I'll get into, but I did get dumped on. So yeah, we'll jump right into it. The first trade I placed was on TNXP. The morning almost started out really well with TNXP. TNXP is, it's a very well-known ticker in the small cap trading community, with being famous for this gap and craps. I think it loves to pop and it loves to fade. So this morning, obviously I'm looking for a pre-market rally like always. We got this little move up, you got the dip, the VWAP pose, you got another push up. I bought 2, looking for a rip. I knew there was daily resistance here, and knowing that there was daily resistance here should have been the reason to not take this trade. It's never very wise to go long right before we hit a daily resistance. But I did anyways. Saw that VWAP held, then tried to attempt to make a new high. Did by a penny, and then ended up failing, and then I closed my trade off at 190. So that was the first trade. Alright, and then the next trade was also on TNXP. For my pre-market short setup, I like to see a stock that is gapped up, broken VWAP, a very good clean VWAP break, and then pops back up to VWAP and then continues to fade. So we did get that VWAP crack. We got that pop back up to VWAP. I shorted it here. And let's see, I added to my short somewhere in this area. Once I added to my short, my risk was going to be 190, and it came up and tested 190 and faked me out. I ended up stopping out right there before it tanked down to 172 and below 170, which was actually my target, was under 170. So pretty rough start to the day. I took I remember how much I was down. I wasn't down a lot, 10 or 15 bucks after these 2 trades, so not too bad. Didn't jump back into it up here. I was pretty much done with it for pre-market after that. Next, we had CEI. So CEI also giving a nice pre-market rally pattern that we like to have. Got that push up, got the dip towards the VWAP. VWAP held, and we got the breakout right here. Now the only reason why I didn't buy this breakout, and the only reason, was because it's CEI. Okay, CEI is another notorious ticker that is famous for gapping craps, having lots of dilution, and so instead of waiting for this thing to crack VWAP to short it, I was looking to short into some strength or towards a resistance level. Ended up shorting right in here once I saw this weakness, this failure to make new highs. I wanted to add some more under the VWAP, ended up not getting it. It started coming back up. Now in my mind, my goal was to actually add to a short and then risk 3. All right. That's typically how I trade these kinds of moves. However, a rule that I made for this F1 account was to never add to my losers. Okay. Now, if I had been on my Trade Zero account, then I definitely would have added, since I got a lot more share size to play with, and then I would have taken it on down. But ended up obeying my rules here, and it ended up burning me actually, because I stopped out at the high, and then I was about to re-enter at 292, but I hesitated. And then once it cracked, I was looking for a pop back to towards 290 to short it and risk the pre-market high. Ended up not getting it, and it went on without me. So once again, very unfortunate scene of events that occurred on CEI for me. Next up, we had NNVC. I traded a little bit after the open. I was watching NVC right at the open. The game plan was to actually buy it before the yesterday high rip, which is 673. I wanted to buy it for the 673 rip, but I missed it. So next thing I did was, let's see, I got in at 705. I believe it was right. What time is it? There's a 9:42. That's not right. That must be on Eastern time. So I probably got in at 8:42. Yeah. So I got in right here at 8:42 at 7:05. What I was actually looking at was for it to reclaim 7 and then make new highs. So I ended up reclaiming 7. Got in at 7:05. And then I held it for quite a while until 8:53. So I ended up taking the break even right here at 7:05. So bought 7:05. It tried to make a new high. It failed and started getting really choppy on me. So I didn't like to trade anymore. And then I got out for the break even at 7:05. Ended up taking all the way down to 660 before reversing and going nuts. And so after those trades, I was only down $26 on the day, just down about 3%. I felt really good. Got my losses really small for this account, and I still felt pretty confident. Ended up closing my charts, but then came back not too long ago, and doing what I usually do when I do nothing but stare at charts. But I was looking for trades and ended up taking a trade on NNVC. I missed both of these washout longs. I was already getting a little bit of FOMO from missing those, which I saw this new high day rip. My plan was then to buy on a washout under the previous high day. So the previous highest day was right here. It flew through it right here, and then I wanted to get in on a washout long once it broke that high day. So thesis was correct. My thesis was right on all these stocks. Just my timing that was a little bit off today on pretty much all these trades. Ended up buying at 940 after I saw this stall. But soon after that, it tanked a lot more than I expected it to. So I was right to buy the washout on the previous high a day wash, but I did not expect it to go that far. So I got in at 940, and I got out at the top of this bounce. at 9:03. So, yeah, I was waiting for some more opportunities on it after that. Ended up not getting them, and so that was the end of an NVC. That leads us to our last trade, which was AHPI. AHPI, I missed a short on it right here. I was looking, that's why I had this resistance level. I was looking for a short opportunity, and I was just, once again, I hesitated right here. As soon as I saw this candle close, I was thinking about going short, but I hesitated and I missed the move. So I missed a lot of moves today, and it probably affected my psychology overall. And then once I saw this grind from VWAP, I was looking for a long opportunity. And then once I saw this pin bar right here, just wick back above VWAP, I took the long, and then we got this little push up, and ended up risking 220. So I bought, once this pin bar was made, risking 220, and eventually ended up breaking it. It's very low volume. It's really not a good trade overall. I really shouldn't have taken it, but like I said, I was breaking my rules. So then that concluded today's trade, since I hit my max daily loss. I definitely don't want to break that rule. Usually nothing ever good comes out of the day whenever I keep on trading after I've hit my max daily loss. You know, if your max daily loss doesn't stop you from trading, then what will? So as far as a week summary goes, first I want to tell you guys, these right here are the setups that I have chosen for this challenge, and especially with F1 trade, given the lack of hard to borrow stocks. Only setups I'm going to be looking for. I'm definitely not going to be doing any more midday trades. I've never done good on midday trades for some reason. That just doesn't work with me, the way the market moves. The pre-market rally, the pre-market short, which I'll make a video on, and the opening long / washout long. I've been in the small cap game for a while. I'm sure you know what this one is. And pre-market short, not too many small cap traders are too into that. But I'm definitely going to make a video on how I go about shorting pre-market. Now, my weekly return goals that I want for this challenge is about 35 to 40%. Compounded, obviously, per week. I did actually already hit my goal until I hit my daily max loss today, which ended the week with 22% gain. I did start this challenge off with 584 after all the fees and everything went through. Platform fee. I'm going to be ending it after commissions today at 714. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, I apologize for being sick and probably sounding really weird. But I hope you guys look forward to the next one, and I will catch you soon. So have a good one.